All right, I'm on here, but I'm not getting any signal.
Oh, yeah, why isn't that the?
VID.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
She's on the
That's the
second
main
one.
jail.
Second look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there it comes.
All right, you're
No?
good.
No, I have Paul Ryan. I have Conti. I have North Broward. Uh-oh.
That's the main jail's out?
The main jail must be out. Can anyone hear me at the main jail?
I'll tell them.
All right, let me go off again. Oh, thank you so much. All right.
No, Pat. He's up right now.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Judge Michael Davis. This is the First Appearance Court. You're all here this afternoon because you've been arrested, and under the law, you have the right to see a neutral judge within 24 hours of your arrest. Today, I'm going to be making two decisions. Number one, whether or not there was probable cause to arrest you. And if I find that there was, I'll be setting reasonable bail, also known as bond conditions, in your case if it's applicable under the law. Now understand, today is not your trial, and I'm not going to be your trial judge, unless you have a case down in the South Satellite in Hollywood. So don't talk about the facts of your case today. You have the right to remain silent. Everything that you say can and will be used against you, and everything that you are saying is being recorded, both audio and video, and the prosecutor is here with me in my courtroom. They're listening to everything you're saying. You have the right to an attorney. If the Public Defender's Office will represent you at today's hearing, if you would like, I have a representative from their office here in my courtroom. There's also one there with you in the main jail. And if you've hired a private attorney already and they are not here, please let me know and I will try and contact them for you. Again, do not talk about the facts of your case today. You may be given the opportunity to resolve your case today with a plea of no contest if it's a misdemeanor offense, but please understand, even in taking a plea of no contest would result in you having a misdemeanor offense on your criminal history. All right, I'm now going to go through the cases one by one. We'll discuss each one individually, starting on page 1 with Tyler, or page 2, starting with Tyler Place.
Mr. Tyler Place, come on up, sir. Judge, just to let you know, for some reason, the volume is a little low.
Oh, yeah, we were down before. Let me see if I can...
Yeah, we're like... I mean, I can hear you, but I gotta, like,
You gotta
really,
listen
really
up
try
real.
and listen
Did that do anything? I changed something. Did that do anything?
up. No.
No. Let me call Pat again. There was an issue with the signal. What was the number?
5793. Maybe you need your hearing aids. He's the only one that doesn't hear. He's the only one that doesn't hear. Everybody else-
Hey, Pat, it's the judge again. How are you? Everything is good. We're back on, but the public defender is reporting to me that my volume over in the main jail is low. They're having trouble hearing me. All right, thank you so much. All right, bye-bye. Hector, they're gonna bring it up a little bit. Let me know if it gets better or worse or doesn't change at all.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sure. All right, let's see. Mr. Place, you're charged, you have an out-of-state felony warrant, looks like from Indiana. I'm gonna find probable cause for that offense, and you're gonna see Judge Malika or whoever's covering for her either tomorrow or Thursday to talk about your rights about being transported back to that state. Until then, you're gonna be held without bond, sir, okay?
Good luck, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Victor Brown,
I believe it's medical reset.
medical
Judge.
reset, all right. I will pass that through to division. He'll see Judge Malika on extradition docket. Elizabeth Gordon,
Miss Gordon, come on up, please. She's approaching, Judge. She's here at Maine.
great. All right, Miss Gordon, good afternoon. You're,
Oh, Judge, volume just improved.
Oh, excellent. Okay, great. Thank you, Pat, if you're listening. Oh, all right, let's see here. Elizabeth, you're charged with petty theft in the first degree and resisting an officer without violence. I'll find probable cause for the offenses. Does she have priors?
I didn't see anything.
All right.
Judge, we're
ma'am-
going to be requesting ROR.
Okay, she doesn't want to resolve it? She wants ROR?
No, my
Okay.
understanding, she doesn't have much contact, and this is like petty theft, moral turpitude. She's working at Taco Bell. She doesn't want to have it affect her employment, so
Sure.
probably best thing is maybe just ROR and having her day in court.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to release you on your recognizance on both counts. You're going to receive a notice in the mail to come back to court. Just make sure that you don't miss court so there's no warrant for your arrest, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Deanna Dabrio?
Deanna Dabrio, bonded, Judge.
All right, very good. I'll find probable cause. Angela Casco Hernandez.
Judge, he's at North Broward.
Oh, okie dokie. Angela Casco Hernandez at North Broward. Good afternoon. Hi, ma'am, how are you?
All right.
Good. Ma'am, you were picked up on a traffic warrant for an operating without a valid license charge. So there's a couple of options that you have today. If you want to resolve the case, I would take a plea of no contest, withhold adjudication, and you'd have a year to pay some court costs. That would result, though, on a misdemeanor charge being on your record. You might be eligible for the prosecution's driver's initiative program, where if you got your license back within a certain period of time, they would agree to not file the case. But I don't know. I'm not your judge. This comes out of where? North Satellite? 20A? JMH. Yeah, it's going to be, so one of the judges up in the North Satellite in Deerfield is your judge. So, the choices are this. You can take care of the case today, or I can release you on your recognizance, but you've got to come back to court to face the charge. Otherwise, there's going to be another warrant for your arrest.
If I accept the first one, would I be released today?
You'll be released today from either one, either way. Either if you want me to release you, I'll release you without having to pay the bond, but with the understanding that if you don't come back to court, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest, then you'll be rearrested. The other
The
option.
second one.
The other option is if you want to plead no contest, that will resolve the case today. I'll withhold adjudication, which means I'm not finding you guilty. I'm just finding that there was enough information for me to make a finding. But again, on any background check that you have, it will show that you pled no contest to a misdemeanor offense.
No contest.
All right. You understand by pleading no contest, though, that you're giving up your right to a trial and also to consult with an attorney.
Uh-huh.
All right. right, ma'am, I'm going to enter that plea, and you'll have a year to pay the court costs, okay? All right,
Thank you.
the case is now over. You'll be released today. Good luck.
Thank you.
Brianne Jean Rocher.
Bonded, Judge?
All righty. Thomas Piercy.
He's here at Main, Judge. He's approaching.
Okie dokie. All right, good afternoon, sir. You're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs and driving under the influence with a breath alcohol above 0.15. Does he have any priors?
I don't see anything locally around.
All right. All right, sir, I'm going to release you on your recognizance on these charges. You are going to have to come back to court. So you'll receive a notice in the mail. Make sure you do not miss the court date, okay? All right.
sir.
All right, good luck to you,
You'll be
sir.
released today.
Take care of yourself. Everett Pine.
Mr. Everett Pine, come on up, please.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Pine. Let's see, you're charged with possession of cannabis, resisting an officer without violence, and you also have 2 traffic tickets. I'll find probable cause for the offenses. Any recent priors for him?
From what I can tell.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you on your recognizance on all charges. You'll have to make sure to come back to court, otherwise a warrant will issue, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Jamarlin Huntley.
Who did you call, Judge?
Jamarlin Kenyatta Huntley?
He's here present, Judge at Main.
All right. Just 1 minute, I just want to read this a little bit closer.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, sir, you're charged with 1 count of abuse of a child without great bodily harm, and also 2 counts of violating your probation or community control. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. At this time, what I'll do, it'll be a $5,000 bond on count 1, and no contact with the alleged victim in the case, the minor child. There's no bond on counts 2 and 3. And you have a violation of probation hearing coming up on June the 20th with Judge Howery at 8:30 a.m. All right, sir? Good luck. Good luck to you. All right, let's see here. Elise Dorville.
I believe North Broward.
Okie dokie.
He refused, Your Honor.
Oh, she refused? Okay.
Refused.
All right. I'm gonna proceed without her. Let's see here. The charges.
Him.
What's that?
It's a him.
Oh, it's a him.
Yeah.
Oh, am I pronouncing the name wrong?
No,
Elise.
I think you're pronouncing it.
Elise. Okay. Let's see. Charges are possession of cannabis, possession of heroin, possession with intent to sell heroin, possession of Xanax, possession of paraphernalia, driving with a third subsequent offense suspension, and misuse of a temp tag. Any recent priors?
Your Honor, he's out on ROR right now for trafficking fentanyl, trafficking substituted cathinones,
Okay.
possession of methamphetamine, hydromorphone, felony possession of cannabis, and drug paraphernalia.
All right. I'm going to revoke the conditions of that ROR and hold him over for his division judge. The bonds will just remain the same. In this case, what's the case number?
17-13654 CF.
CF10A.
Yes.
Conditions. Revoked. That was a straight ROR, no pretrial, just to,
It's straight ROR.
okay, all right. All right, very good. Jonathan Jones?
Judge, can we put that on recall?
I'm sorry, sure, what did you say, Mike?
I'm sorry, if I could really quick on.
Oh, yeah.
There was a person that was supposed to be, I just got a call from Paul Ryan. There was a person that was supposed to be on the docket, her name is Haley Ball,
Haley Ball.
and it didn't make the docket. The deputy wanted to know if she should still bring the person or if we should
The
rescind.
defendant is on the docket, it's on the felony RR docket.
Okay.
Oh, she's on the second look, that's why. Yeah, definitely bring her, absolutely, absolutely. Thanks, Mike. All right, you said you want to recall Jonathan Jones?
Yes, Judge.
Sure, no problem. I'll put that to the side. Eddie Auerborg?
Bonded, Judge.
Bonded, okay. I'll find probable cause. There you go. Antoine Johnson.
Mr. Johnson's here at Main, Judge. He is approaching. Come on up,
Okey
Mr.
doke.
Johnson.
All righty, Mr. Johnson, good afternoon. You're charged with possession of cannabis over 20 grams and a traffic ticket for disobeying a traffic device. I'll find probable cause. Any priors, Mr. Linder?
As far as local, I just see a possession of cannabis about 9 years ago.
Okay. All right, sir, I'm going to release you on your recognizance on this case. You must come back to court for your court date to answer for the charge, or a warrant will issue. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Lawrence Petithomme?
Mr. Pettyhome is approaching, Judge. He's here at Main. Mr.
Right.
Pettyhome, come on up, sir. And Judge, he declined the service of public defender.
Okay, thank you. Yes, he posted bond. All right, and Mr. Pettyhome, you're charged with possession of heroin. I'll find probable cause. The bond is $1,000. The bond has already been posted, so you will be released today, okay, sir?
All right.
All right, good luck to you.
Good luck, sir.
Blake McQueen.
Mr. McQueen, come on up, please. He's here, Judge.
All righty, Mr. McQueen, you're charged with possession of cocaine, possession of cannabis, and driving with a suspended license as an habitual offender. I'll find probable cause for the offenses. Any priors, Mr. Linder?
One moment, Judge.
Thank you.
Let's have a DWS habitual offender from last year, as far as local priors.
Okay. Mr. Romero?
Judge, the only thing I'm going to be asking, he gave me a phone number of his girlfriend and friend to help post his monetary bond. I intend on calling him after court. Would you consider an ROR on count 2 on the possession cannabis?
Yeah, let's do an ROR on count 2 and count 3. It'll be a $1,000 bond total. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge.
Lester Williams?
He's approaching.
All righty. All right, Mr. Williams, good afternoon. You're charged with possession of cannabis, resisting an officer without violence, and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Any priors?
One moment. Priors include possession of cannabis, pled out April 28th of this year, resisting without violence, 2014, carrying concealed weapon, unlawful use of false name ID and theft, 2011. Excuse me, theft 2012, resisting without violence, 2011. Theft 2010, loitering and prowling, 2010.
All right, Mr. Romero?
Judge, he's been here for 10 years now. He's 26 years old. He is working. He works when he can as far as helping people move. Whenever he gets that type of work, he gets about $80 a day. He lives in Pompano Beach. He's residing with a friend who's letting him stay at his apartment, helping him out. Judge, financially, there's really no one that can post his bond. We'd be asking you to consider releasing him on pretrial release.
All right, let's do that. Sir, I'm going to put you on standard pretrial release. You'll have to check in with them no later than tomorrow morning by noon, okay?
Okay, good luck, sir. You'll be released
Good luck.
pretrial. There's a map to pretrial. They'll give it to you. You have to be there before 12 noon tomorrow. Good luck.
Take care of yourself, sir. James Frazzini?
He's approaching, Judge.
All righty. All right. Sir, good afternoon. You're charged with 2 counts of burglary to a structure or dwelling causing damage over $1,000 and 2 counts of grand theft.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
Oh, did the volume go out again?
It's hard to hear.
Let me tell.
hard to hear.
Let me ask Pat again if he can raise it a little bit. I can't control it from here apparently. Say again. Oh, all right. Everyone in the main jail, if your case is not being called, please just try to keep it down so that everyone can hear, okay? Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it is loud there. It's very loud there. All right. Can you hear a little better now? Did people quiet down or not so much?
The volume's still low on the TV.
All right, let me get 5-7.
That's much better. That's fine. I can
That's
hear
better?
you now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's see here. So, sir, you're charged with 2 counts of burglary to a dwelling or structure. I'm sorry, to a structure causing over $1,000 of damage, and 2 counts of grand theft over $10,000. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Are you seeking to have him held without bond?
In this instance, I am, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I would argue that the evidence would support a finding of proof evident or presumption great. He was found on the scene, Your Honor. He was in possession of the copper wire and other materials stolen from the property. He confessed to the act. Your Honor, his explanation is that he was given permission. Really doesn't make sense based on the circumstances that he would sneak into this structure in the middle of the night. And essentially, he is deemed, his actions, as it's stated, and I confirm with the detective, the building's useless now, Your Honor. It's going to have to be knocked down and built back up, causing at a cost of over $100,000. Your Honor, the other reason I'm seeking a no bond hold is this appears to be Mr. Frazzini's MO. He was just released from county jail April 3rd of this year after failing to appear in court and pleading out a possession of burglary tools and trespass. That occurred at, one moment, Your Honor. He was observed leaving the trespass was at a construction site, and one moment. Carrying a black bag. He was seen carrying a black bag, walking north along the business exterior. Flashlights, gloves, multiple tools with him. Additionally, Your Honor, in 2014, he was convicted of burglary of a structure, grand theft, and trespass at a construction site. In that instance, again, he was stealing copper wiring, all the copper wiring and the other items found at the location, putting them in black bags again, Your Honor, and particularly in the South Florida area where I know the court's familiar that there's plenty of construction going on. I think he just poses too great a danger to the value of the property in the community if he can commit these acts and force a property owner to have to demolish the building to get any value of it at this point.
All right, Mr. Probaric?
Judge, we would just argue that proof evident presumption great in order to hold them for a no bond hold with regards to these types of charges, as the court knows, is one of the highest burdens that the state would have to prove. What I would argue in this specific case, Judge, is that what he was found with at the time that he was arrested was copper wire and pipes. That's all that was in his bag at that point in time. They also found tools, but I would assume that if the state's alleging that he broke in, that he would have had the tools with him, if that's what their allegation is. I don't know that that would reach the requisite amount of $1,000 to hold him on a no bond hold. That they said that they found 2 duffel bags, again, with just wire and pipes is basically what they found. We don't know who or what was in there before, what was taken before. I know that the PC indicates that he had been in there before, but it doesn't indicate any of the things that he particularly stole. It could have been anybody else that had gotten into the building. Based on that, Judge, I don't believe that there's proof evident presumption great, and because of that, I would ask the court to set a bond in this case.
All right, thank you. All right, at this time, for purposes of first appearance, taking in all the evidence, I'm going to find that there's proof evident or presumption great on counts 1 and 3. At this time, sir, you'll be held without bond, $7,500 bond on counts 2 and 4, and you will see a division judge very soon, and also you have the right to a bond hearing, a full evidentiary bond hearing that your attorneys will set up for you.
And, Your Honor, the only other thing I'd request, just in an abundance of caution, is I'd ask the court to order, should Mr. Frazzini be released at some point, he may now return to 3411 North Federal Highway in Oakland Park.
That's fine. Okay.
Your Honor, I just got a call from Mr. Trackman.
Good.
If he can be available by phone. I have
Of
his
course.
number.
All right, that's fine. We'll do that one next.
Okay.
All right, that was for Mr. Lewis, right? Doug Lewis? What's
Yes.
Mr. Trackman's, what's a good number?
You want me to write it down? You want me
Yeah, either way. I don't think he would be opposed to having it broadcast, but that's okay, either way.
to? 954
Uh-huh.
288.
Okay, I'll call him right now. Mr. Lewis, Doug Lewis?
Paul Ryan.
Oh,
I'm
sure,
here, Your Honor.
sure. All right. Sir, I'm gonna get your lawyer on the phone now, okay?
Yes, thank you very much, Your Honor.
You got it.
Take it off. Take it off.
Good afternoon, law offices.
Hi, Mr. Trackman, this is Judge Davis. How are you?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I'm well, and I thank you so much for allowing me to appear telephonically.
Oh, no, of course. No, that's no problem. And I know that this is probably coming sort of as a surprise to you.
A big surprise.
Yes, I'm so sorry about that. You know how it works with magistrates.
I do.
Do you want? I didn't know how you wanted to move forward. I know Mr. Lewis is being held on some other charges. Do you want me to push this charge over to tomorrow so you have some time to talk to him or read the PC or how?
Judge, candidly, I have a copy of the PC, and we have a hearing set in front of Judge Rothschild, basically on my motion to reinstate the bond that was taken. Mr. Lewis inadvertently failed to appear at arraignment. It was a change of charge.
I see. Okay.
So Judge Rothschild issued the habeas. We were in court last week. Judge Rothschild rolled it over for Thursday for us to argue about reinstating his bond, and then the state filed a motion to revoke his bond based upon this new charge.
Your Honor, and I don't know if this is something Mr. Trackman would want to do. I don't know, whatever he wants is fine with me, whether he wants the court to set a bond on this matter today,
Right.
or set it in no bond and let Judge Rothschild handle everything with the hearing.
Is he on a no bond hold right now?
No, you would have to put, well, not on this, it's a hold for magistrates on this count.
No, but I mean on the other three.
It is a no bond on the other charges.
So, I mean, it's a good suggestion, but again, I'm going to leave it to Mr. Trackman. I don't want to prejudice his client. I can leave this for Judge Rothschild Thursday, or we can discuss it now or tomorrow.
Your Honor, I think the most effective way to deal with this would be to, if you don't mind, to just let the whole thing be handled at one time in front of Judge Rothschild.
I agree. I happen to agree because he knows the case best.
And he will get more information about it. And instead of bifurcating the issues, we could deal with it all in one shot.
And Your Honor, I'll contact the appropriate ASA to let them know, so they're aware that a bond has to, at a minimum, a bond has to be set on the child abuse charge.
Okay.
Since he'll be held no bond until that hearing.
Right. So, Mr. Lewis, let me explain. You're going to see Judge Rothschild, Michael Rothschild, Thursday. Mr. Trackman will be there. The regular prosecutor will be there. And at that time, Judge Rothschild will decide what release conditions to set for you on this charge. You are not being prejudiced at all at this time because you are being held no bond on some other charges. So for now, you'll be held no bond on this charge pending your hearing on Thursday, okay? You have an excellent attorney. I know Mr. Trackman, and he is advising you correctly, okay?
Understand, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, good luck, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Trackman, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge. Again, thank you so much for allowing me the accommodation of the telephonic
Anytime, not a problem at all. Have a great day.
You as well, Judge.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye. You want me to go off?
Yeah, Mr. Weeks is outside.
Sure.
There's a class of about 40 people.
Oh, gosh, yes, please, please. Oh, that's wonderful. That's great.
I've never seen it. I got it.
All right, Justin Weinstein.
Mr. Weinstein is here, present, Judge Romaine.
All right, Mr. Weinstein, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
You're charged with possession of alprazolam, also known as Xanax, and possession of cocaine. I'm going to find probable cause for those offenses. Any priors, Mr. Linder?
One moment, Judge. He went through drug court 2010 for possession of cocaine, felony possession of cannabis 02. This looks like he pled a battery after disorderly conduct in 01.
Okay. Mr. Romero?
Judge, we're going to be asking you to consider releasing Mr. Weinstein on pretrial release. As you can see, has really kind of minimal contact with the system. He's 35 years old, been living in our community for his whole entire life. At this time, he is working, does construction for a living. He does have unfortunately, he's homeless, Judge, but he does have a mailing address. He can get mail at an address located in Coconut Creek. So, Judge, we'd be asking you to consider releasing Mr. Weinstein on pretrial release.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate. So, sir, I'm going to release you to pretrial release. You're going to have to report to them by tomorrow morning. And they're also going to do a drug and alcohol evaluation on you. They're going to have you do some random testing.
Yes.
So you can't use any drug or alcohol, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. You take care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so
You'll be
much.
released today. All right. Hi, everybody. How are you? All right. Good. For the folks at home, we've got a class of about, 40 or 50 students in here right now. It is so nice to see you all. Thank you, Mr. Weeks, so much for bringing everybody in. What grade is this?
This is our summer justice program.
Oh, wow.
All across our county, anywhere from 9th grade to seniors.
Oh, wow. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. We're actually almost done, so it would be great to talk to you all, and especially you're in really good company with the public defenders that are walking you around. This is the first appearance court, and we'll explain a little bit more about what that means in just a few minutes. Let's see. Kevin Taylor.
He's here, present, Judge Maine.
All right. Hi, Mr. Taylor. You're charged with possession of morphine and possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. I'm going to find probable cause for those offenses. Any priors, Mr. Linder?
Yes, Your Honor. His history includes possession of cannabis last year, theft 2016, burglary of a structure 2014, went through drug court for possession of heroin 2010, resisting without violence 06, and he went through drug court in 2000 for possession of cocaine.
All right. Is this a good mailing address, sir? The address that
Yeah, address. What does it start with, Judge?
1411?
Judge, right now, though, that's not a good address for him, but he is giving me his new address that he get correspondence. If you want, I can write it down, and then I'll have my colleague contact my partner, Mr. Farberic, to give you the address if you want it that way.
Well, the clerk needs it also pre-trial. Give it to pre-trial, because I'll put him out on standard pre-trial release. Just like I said to the last gentleman, sir, you're going to go to pre-trial office in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow morning, no later than noon. Check in with them. They're going to do a drug and alcohol evaluation. Have you do some random testing, okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Pre-trial. Go to my partner, and then give her your address. She's going to call my partner over there to give them the address.
Okay. Just, Hector,
Yes, Judge.
the clerk is just asking that he please fill out a change of address form.
Okay.
All right?
Well, I don't have a change of address form, so literally, physically, I can't do it right now.
No. You don't have to do it, but just let him know that he should do it. Still, if you don't mind, get the address and give it to Mike, and then they can get the pre-trial.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thanks a million.
And I'm sorry, Judge, what can you give us tomorrow order pre-trial?
One more time? Oral order pre-trial, yeah. All right. You know what? I'm gonna take 5 minutes with the students because I want them to understand what's going on, and then I'll come right back. Okay?
No problem, Judge.
All right. On the record, thanks for that. Damian Mayo, or Mayo?
He's approaching, Judge. He's here, me.
All righty, good afternoon, sir. Let's see here. Sir, you're charged with grand theft auto. You're also being held on a traffic warrant. Looks like a failure to register a vehicle from back in 2017. I'm going to find probable cause for the new offense. Any other priors, Mr. Linder?
No.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm asking the prosecutor.
He has, but the last case he worked out locally was 07.
Okay. All right, I'm going to release you on your recognizance on the grand theft charge. Well, he's got a felony pending. I'll release you on your recognizance on the traffic charge. He does have an option to work that out today, Mr. Romero, if he wants to, but again, I don't know how it will prejudice him or not with the felony charge, so just putting it out there.
Judge, I'm going to be. Are you saying that he's currently out on a felony offense? I don't know if I heard.
No. I'm talking about the new felony, the grand theft.
Okay, Judge. What I was going to ask, he's looking forward to his day in court. He's going to be disputing the allegations. I believe consent is going to be our defense. But having said that, I did explain to him today's not the appropriate day.
Yeah.
Judge, he's 37 years old. At this time, he is working. He works for a company called Two
He didn't
Men
hear me.
and One More.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I released him on his recognizance on count
you
one.
did?
Yeah. No, my question was, he's got an old traffic warrant. If he wants to resolve that case today, I'm okay with that, but I don't know if it will prejudice him at all with the pending felony. That's all.
Well, we'll go on his score sheet.
Right.
Let me talk to him about it. Hold
Okay.
on 1 second, Judge.
Withholding court costs would be the offer if that's what he wants
Okay,
to do.
let me talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't hear me. Just count two, yeah. Count one as a felony.
It's not getting worse. I just when I did the same thing to one of my coaches. I'm telling you now. It was like, look here. Look here. Just stop messing with it.
Judge, he wishes at this time I talked to him as far as how it could impact the score sheet. I also advise him as far as other consequences potentially. But at this time, in speaking with Mr. Mayo, he wishes to accept this court's offer and resolve his case for withhold, take judicial notice of time served, Judge.
All right, very well. So, sir, you understand you're taking care of only the traffic case today, and pleading no contest, you're waiving your right to a trial on that. You understand?
Yes.
All right, you've had enough time to talk to Mr. Romero there?
Yes.
Good. All right, very well. I'll accept the plea. You're going to have a year to pay the court costs on that, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Now, on the grand theft charge, the felony, you're going to get a notice in the mail to come back to court, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, sir. You take care of yourself.
Thank you.
You got it.
Yeah,
All right, have a great day.
Go back to work. There's 2 men plus 1 more.
Okay, I get.
Maybe change the name to 3 men. I'm confused.
Louis Mayer.
Mr. Mayor, come on up, please. Yes, conflict counsel. Judge, I believe I've been informed right now that he may be represented by conflict counsel.
Okay. Probably, you have a case, sir, in Judge Shearer's division. Liz Shearer, the woman judge. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's all right, close enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing that's where he has conflict counsel, and then the new charge that he picked up was a suspended license. Do you want me to try to get, so sir, I can try to get the regional conflict counsel on the phone. On the violations of probation, you have 2 of those, and that's a no bond hold until you see Judge Shearer. But you have the right to have your attorney from conflict counsel here today because the public defender, for whatever reason, I guess, can't represent you. There must be a conflict for them representing you. Do you want me to try to get that lawyer on the phone?
Well, there's no bond, right? So it's
There
not
is-
like I'm going anywhere.
There is unfortunately a no bond, and I can't touch that until only Judge Shearer can touch that.
Right, and as far as the driving on the suspended, there's no way to clear that up today.
No, that's a felony offense.
Exactly, I can't. Yeah, that will likely also go to Judge Shearer's division,
Right.
and she'll hear all the cases at once.
All right, so that's what's gonna happen then.
All right, sir. So it's a $750 bond on that count, which I'll find probable cause for. You're going to see Judge Shear on the 20th at 8:45. They'll bring you down from the jail, okay?
What's today's date?
Today's the 18th, so in 2 days you'll see
Couple of
the
days.
judge.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Let him know that his conflict counsel will be there at the VOP. All righty, Kevin Henry.
Bonded, Judge?
Oh, very good. I'll find probable cause. Jacob Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, come on up, please.
All right, Mr. Johnson, good afternoon, sir. You're charged with resisting an officer without violence. You also have 2 warrants, felony warrants. It looks like they're violations of pretrial conditions. I'm going to find probable cause for the new offense. If I ROR him on that, he's not going to get any gain time, correct?
That is correct, Judge. The only thing I'm going to be asking for is Mr. Johnson was explaining to what he believes that violated his pretrial. What are the technicals or what are the allegations as far as how he violated pretrial?
Let's see here. Am I correct in assuming it's the new law offense? Is that what the issue is?
On the pretrial? I believe there's warrants.
They're warrants, yeah. Judge Bailey, which Bailey, Tim or?
I believe it's Tim.
Warrant VOP pretrial felony. Is he on probation or he's on pretrial?
Pretrial. He was supposed to be at First Step Sober House. He left, didn't go back, and apparently he removed his GPS tracker.
So Judge Bailey issued the warrants.
Yes.
All right, have a seat, sir. Give me just a couple of minutes, and I will, after I have a few more cases on the docket, and I'll contact Judge Bailey and see what he wants to do with you, okay?
Yes, Judge.
You said it's Tim, right?
And Judge, there was a gentleman that was placed on recall initially. His name was Mr. Hold on one moment, Judge. Let me try and find his name. Mr. Jonathan Jones.
Oh, yeah, right, we passed him by, yeah. Give me 1 second. I just want to send a message to Judge
No problem, Judge.
Bailey.
Wait. Have a seat, Mr. Jones.
No, he doesn't even have to sit. It's just going to be 1 second to send this text.
Stand up, Mr. Jones.
That's too much to text. Let me call him. Yeah, what were the conditions? Do you know for Mr. Johnson? The ankle monitor, GPS level 2, that kind of thing?
He was supposed to stay at the First Step Sober House.
All right. All right. I know Judge Bailey pretty well. I think I know what he would do. So let me take care of Mr. Jones first. All right, Mr. Jones, let's see here. Sir, you're charged with carrying concealed firearm and possession of a weapon or ammunition by a Florida convicted felon. I'm going to find probable cause for those offenses, sir. Priors, Mr. Linder?
'09 burglary of a conveyance, theft, resisting without violence. '08 DUI, property damage. '03 burglary of a dwelling, resisting without violence, and theft.
Okay. Mr. Romero?
Judge, as you heard, Mr. Jones has had a last prior contact, I believe, was about 9 years ago. Right now, he's 30. Well, he's been here his whole life. He's 33 years old. He's working. He works at a place called Extreme Paintball. He's been employed with them now for about 6 years, making about $10 an hour. He lives with his girlfriend in Miramar. They share an apartment, and their monthly rent on is $1,500. She works in customer service with Comcast. He believes the most that she can come up with going through a bondsman would be a $1,000 bond on count 2. So we'd be asking you to leave the standard bond in place on count 1, which would be $1,000. Count 2, $1,000. We believe $2,000 is going to be reasonable for Mr. Jones, Judge.
All right, I agree. Sir, it's going to be 1,000 on count 1, 1,000 on count 2. You are not permitted to possess any weapons, firearms, or ammunition, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Good luck, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Johnson, come back up, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, come on. Yes, sir.
All right. So, you know, Judge, I know your judge very, very well, and he and I have had discussions about this type of thing, so I know for a fact he wouldn't have an objection to me hearing these since they're pre-trial warrants. I'm going to release you any recognizance on count 1. I'll reinstate your pre-trial conditions on counts 2 and 3.
Your Honor?
Yeah.
The problem is, he didn't have an address to go to. That's why Judge Malika allowed him, with the condition, he had to go to First Step Sober House. He didn't go. He took off from First Step Sober House. He cut the GPS monitor off. When the police officer comes across him this time, he runs from him.
What I'll have them do is I'll have them transport. I remember we used to do this custody to custody.
That's what we did.
You did a custody to custody transport?
He just took off from him. That's what happened.
To the sober home?
Yeah, he left.
And he was on what, a level 2?
Yeah.
Who chose First Step? Was it Judge Malika said First Step?
He was given the option. He said, yeah, that's what he wanted to do. It wasn't ordered. You know,
Was or was not?
Well, it was ordered, but he agreed to it. He wasn't like, if any other place had been presented, I'm confident Judge Malika would have been fine with that. It's just that's what was going to work out.
Why do you know First Step Sober Home, Mr. Johnson? You have relationships with them over there?
First Step, that was my first time ever going.
Okay.
Your Honor, and frankly, my concern, based on what's being alleged here, is there wasn't any necessary interest in First Step Sober House. It gave him the opportunity to get out of custody. And it would appear the first chance he got, he took off and cut the monitor off. And, Your Honor, just so the court's aware, his criminal history, he had a trespass 2016, possession of cocaine in 2015, he went to prison on, resisting without violence 2015, possession of PVP and clonazepam in 2015 that he violated probation, went to prison on, possession of cocaine 2014, trespass 2015, trespass 2015, trespass 2014, resisting without violence, 2012, possession of cocaine, 2013, possession of cocaine, 2011, violation of probation, possession of cocaine, 2011, violation of probation, possession of cocaine, 2011 with a violation of probation.
All right, hang on, let me see what Judge Bailey's schedule is this week. Hey, Sheena, it's Michael Davis. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm actually calling from the bench. I'm doing magistrates today. I have one of Judge Bailey's cases. He signed a couple of VOP pretrial felony warrants for this gentleman. And does he have dockets this week? Could I possibly get this gentleman on a docket tomorrow? Yeah? It's not even really, it's a VOP of his it's a violation of his pretrial conditions. And he picked up a new offense, it's a resisting without. He needs a little bit of a longer hearing than I can really do here in magistrates. I just wanted to make sure it got heard quickly. He's got, right now he has the PD, and I'm guessing the PD was assigned in your division. I I have, yes, there's two cases actually. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's the same case. The case number is 18006387 CF10A. His name is Jacob, yes, Jacob Johnson, exactly. Yeah, do you mind? Do you mind? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Sheena, I really appreciate it. All right, this is actually, it's actually in Dennis Bailey's,
Oh, I apologize.
no, it's okay, I just, Tim Bailey has sort of given me permission to do things like this. I've never really spoken to Dennis about it, you know. Say again? There's no PD assigned? All right. She's just transferred me over to Susie. Yeah, he probably hasn't filled out he maybe hasn't filled out the paperwork yet.
Judge, I just called. He actually did fill it out.
He
right
did fill
now.
it out? Okay,
Just this
good.
afternoon.
Yeah. Hey, Susie, how are you? I'm doing great, thank goodness. Thanks for asking. I'm actually in magistrates today, and I wanted to see if I could tack a gentleman onto one of the judge's dockets. He's out on a VOP pretrial warrant, two of them actually. He may have some mitigating circumstances in the case. It's kind of a longer hearing than I can do here at magistrates. Does Judge Bailey have a docket that I can put this on tomorrow, or? Okay. Yeah. There's two cases, and then he picked up a new misdemeanor. That was the purpose for the felony warrants. Yes, CF10A, exactly. Jacob Johnson. Perfect. Yeah. It's not another felony. Yeah, it's the same. There's two warrants, but it's the same case number. Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. 6,900. Susie, you're the best. Thank you. All right. Have a great day. All right. Bye-bye now. All right. So, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to have you see Judge Dennis Bailey in the morning, okay, 8:30 a.m. And his assistant is aware of it. I told her what the issues were, and make sure to speak to the public defender in that courtroom because you filled out the paperwork. They haven't been appointed on your case yet. Tomorrow they probably will be, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you
right,
very much,
all right,
John.
all right. Good luck to you, sir. Take care.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yes. No, I don't want to ROR because then he won't get any gain time. Set it at 100, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. Who do we have left in Maine for the second look docket?
Judge, the second look docket, we have first gentleman.
Mr. Alex
Alex, how do you pronounce your last name, sir? Ulf. Mr. Alex Ulf, Judge.
Ulf.
Yes,
Alex
sir, Your
Ulf.
Honor.
Okay, great. All right, hi, Mr. Ulf. How are you?
Not too bad, sir, Your Honor.
Good. Let me just get down to...
He's been in custody since June 13th. He has a total of $1,000 bond. He has a possession of cocaine, drug paraphernalia, and I believe an infraction riding a bicycle with no lights. In reviewing the probable cause affidavit, Judge, my understanding, the officer stopped him because he had no lights on his bicycle. Then the officer proceeds to search Mr. Ulf. I believe he goes ahead and says it was a consensual search. So obviously, Mr. Ulf then did cooperate with law enforcement. Having said that, Judge, right now he is working. He's working for a company called M&M Flooring. They are holding his job. He has a mailing address as far as where he can receive mail. Judge, I'd ask you to, considering he was compliant with law enforcement officer, these are nonviolent offenses. One of the charges of possession of cocaine, we know that there's issues with the lab. This is not going to be filed within the time limit. He's going to eventually be RWAR'd anyway on this case. I'd ask you at this time to consider releasing Mr. Ulf on pretrial release.
Judge, just so I could, it appears that he's been in custody over 30 days.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, 37 days according to this. So
No, that's a misprint. He was
That's a
just
misprint?
arrested on the 13th.
right, that's why I was confused. I thought maybe he had another case holding him or something like that.
Your Honor, if you...
Your Honor, I can tell you, according to the risk assessment that was done by pretrial, he was considered high risk.
let's say the 18th. All right, sir, I'm going to release you to standard pretrial release. I understand about the risk assessment. You're going to have to report to them tomorrow. You're going to have to do a drug and alcohol assessment and random testing, okay? So you got to stay clean.
Thank you, sir, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Get the back from this
All right.
gentleman.
Who
You have
else
to
is at
report
the,
there, before 12 noon. Second gentleman we have, Judge, is Mr. Christopher Sagmo. Come on up, sir.
Sag. Standard pretrial. Standard. Sagmo. Okay. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Burglary, unoccupied conveyance, illegal use of a credit card, and petty theft. He's been in since also the 13th.
Correct, Judge. He has a total, like I said, of $7,500 bond. He's 31 years old, Judge. He's been living here his whole entire life. He lives in Boca Raton with his mother and his brother. Right now, him and his brother are helping his mother out. She's on disability. She has a whole bunch of physical and health issues. Right now, there's his brother cannot afford to financially post his monetary bond. He is working. He kind of provides a little for the family. He does pressure washing. Judge, we'd be asking you to consider releasing Mr. Sagmo on pretrial release.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask for a moment. His bond was set at $7,500. I imagine there's a reason it was set at $7,500.
All right,
Judge, the allegation is he went into a car, took a credit card, went to Walmart and used it to try and purchase something for $163.42. So the value that we have allegedly being accused of him trying to steal is $163.42. There's no way he's going to be able to come up with the $7,500. He needs to be out there for his mom to help her. His brother would have already tried to post bond, but financially it's impossible. That's why he's still in custody.
Does Mr.
So we're
Romero have
going to
an
be
objection
asking
to
for
me
level
asking for a
2.
moment to look into this?
he probably just
No,
didn't
I don't have an objection, but I
Then I'm
thought.
just asking for a
It's
moment.
okay. It's okay. He probably just didn't hear it. Take a look. So this is called the second look docket, folks. This is every defendant who's on this docket. They might have come through the first appearance courtroom the other day in front of a different judge. It might have been Judge Malika, or I think she's away. What do you? Did I
need to fix the days on the document.
fix the? Oh, here you go. Thanks. So the judge set release conditions. They're still in jail. They're not able to make release conditions. So the clerk's office sets this up to sort of give another bite at the apple, to have them come back and for another judge, or could be the same judge, to take another look at the case and see if maybe the release conditions should be different. Thank you, thank you. There's a Regina Hawkins on the docket. Somebody may want to call her. Somebody may want to let her know. Yeah, take a picture. Send it to her. Yeah. Call Mr. Satz. Thank you. Now, there's some other cases that are on this docket. Under the law, if you're charged with a felony charge, how many know the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony? Just raise your hand. Who knows? Who knows what the difference is? Not too many hands. What do you think? What's the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony? Exactly. That's exactly right. So a misdemeanor charge. I'm a county. Very good. I'm a county court judge. My jurisdiction allows me to sentence someone to less than a year in jail. I hear misdemeanor cases. A circuit court judge hears felony cases. That's anything 365 days plus in jail or in prison. So under the law, on a felony case, the prosecutor has to file something called the prosecutor's information within 30 days of an arrest. If they don't do that, the defendant has the right to be released. The case doesn't go away, but they have the right to be released from jail. So we're going to be hearing some of those cases too in a minute.
Yeah, I think, Your Honor, we can go back to Mr. Sagman's case.
Okay?
I think I found out why his bond was set at $7,500.
Okay.
In 2016, in Palm Beach County, he was convicted of grand theft, burglary of a structure, credit card fraud, burglary of a structure, burglary of an occupied dwelling. He was sentenced to 2-year state prison. He was released March 19th of this year. Additionally, out of Palm Beach County in 2009, burglary of a structure, trafficking stolen property, false ownership info in a pawn item, trafficking stolen property, burglary of a structure, false ownership info, grand theft, 3 years, 4 months state prison. Out of Broward in 2011, grand theft auto, fleeing and eluding with a violation of probation. He was sentenced, oh, I'm sorry, that's, no, you can disregard the Broward prior, but he's been out of prison less than 3 months for similar offenses.
Right.
Judge, I do understand the state has an objection. They're concerned. I'd ask you at this time, noting their concern, I know I was asking you to consider releasing on pretrial release, but because of their concern, would you consider then up the ante as supervision to level 2 with the monitor so that pretrial could know where he is at all times? He could still work, provide for his family, but most importantly, be there for his mom and be there, helping her deal with their physical ailments.
So you understand, sir, if I did that, you would only be able to go to and from work. You can go to and from the grocery store. You'd be on a schedule. You'd be able to go to and from church if you chose to do that. Otherwise, you'd pretty much be at home all the time, other than life-sustaining activities.
Yes, sir, I do understand that, Your Honor.
All right, I'm okay with that. All right, let's release him to pretrial release, level 2 with a monitor and a schedule. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, good luck to you,
Judge.
sir. You
I
got it.
appreciate that. God bless you.
God bless you, sir. Good luck. All right. Anyone else at Maine?
Yes, Judge, we have Mr. John Hilson. Come on up.
I'm sorry.
Hills.
Sir, I'm serious.
Oh, please. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Everybody, is a real pleasure. Come back anytime. Thank you, Mr. Weeks. Good, good. Nice to see you. Great to see you. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. All right. Mr. Hilson?
Yes, sir.
Let's see here.
Judge, he's being held on 3 counts of burglary of a structure unoccupied, 3 grand thefts. He has a total bond of $6,000. My understanding, he's been in custody since June 13th. Judge, I'm going to be asking you to consider releasing him on pretrial release. I'll see if the state has an objection.
I do, Your Honor. He got a very reasonable bond of $6,000 considering his history. 2010, he was convicted of fraudulent felony credit card dealing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19 counts of criminal use of personal identification information, identity theft. He was sentenced to 56.5 months state prison. This case,
It's okay. It's okay. I'll do her case next, whichever case it is.
in this case, he's accused of breaking into 3 separate businesses. You know, and Your Honor, and I don't even think GPS is enough in this case because the concern is not just that he's out, it's what he's doing when he's out. They can monitor him when he's out, but pretrial doesn't know what he's doing. He also...
Poor little guy.
He's gone to prison in the 90s for burglary. And, Your Honor, I think the $1,000 each is an appropriate bond. Pretrial is not a cure-all for everyone. Someone has to be an appropriate candidate for pretrial as well.
What's the, no one's able to post that bond for you, sir?
No, sir, no, Your Honor.
All right.
I can make it, no, sir. But I am working and I do have an address and everything, sir, Your Honor. I didn't break into the.
Don't talk about
Don't
the
talk
facts.
about the facts of the case. Are you, who are you living with right now? You staying
I
with
have a
anyone?
friend that I stay with who uses the address, but when I'm working, sometimes I have to stay on the street to get close to where my job's at.
I understand.
One of these cases,
I would note on the PC affidavit, Judge, I believe he gives a full post-Miranda confession, so he did cooperate with law enforcement,
And he
Judge.
just said he didn't do it, though. And, Your Honor, I would note, one of the businesses he stole computers, cash, various items, approximately $5,000 worth of property he stole.
All right. If he gave a full confession, and again, he's still innocent until proven guilty, but if he gave a full confession, it might hurt him more than help him to put him on a pretrial. Let's keep the bond the same. Has he already been assigned to a division, do you know?
Yes, that is. Judge Lynch.
All right, good, that's good. All right, so hopefully you will see Judge Lynch very soon. All right, good luck to you, sir. I hope everything works out. There was, Alan, do you know what case that young lady was here for? Okay. Solomon Terry. So let's call that case now. Terry Solomon, or Solomon Terry.
Yeah.
Is he there in the main, or is he in one of the satellites?
The only two gentlemen we have, Mr. Graham and a person on 30 days, so.
All right, I just have that young woman with the little infant. I wanted to.
Understand, Joe, I understand.
Who has Solomon? Terry? Mr. Terry? He may not even be there. Conti?
Try and locate it.
He should be at the main jail, sir.
Oh, wait, Solomon Terry is here, Judge.
Oh, he is. He's there. Okay, good. All right, come on up,
He's on the
Mr.
30-day ROR motion.
Okay,
Sorry.
good. All right, so that's really, was it filed?
Both cases.
Both
There's
were
two
filed.
cases, both were
Okay.
filed.
You folks are here for him too? Okay, all right, good. Do you want me to bring, is she a relative, the woman who has the baby? Oh, you're the, okay, good, all right. So folks, well, basically what's happening is, the state has filed the information in his case, so he's not gonna be entitled to be released on his recognizance today. He's gonna see his division judge. Does he have a next date coming up?
One moment, Judge.
Okay,
I don't think has a date yet.
Okay.
We filed the information today.
okay, so he may
So
not.
he'll have a arraignment scheduled soon before
Right.
Judge Merrigan.
Judge Merrigan, okay, so he'll see Judge Merrigan very soon, but for today, I have to deny the motion to release him. It's really up, at this point, to Judge Merrigan. That's the judge if they hadn't filed it, then he would be released, but they did. So that's what's happening today. The best thing that you folks can do is be there for him, and I can't give you the exact date today because I just don't have it, but they will issue it soon, okay? All right, good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, take care of the little one. All right, good luck, sir. All right, and you have one more there.
Mr. Graham? It's Mr. Corey Graham, Judge. He is on your second look document.
Graham, okay, great. Corey Graham. Okay, all right. I see. Wow, okay. What are the bonds in his case?
Your Honor, his bonds are total bond of $37.50 plus a $250 capias. I believe Judge. Let me see.
That's not bad. There's a lot of charges here.
Well, not only that, Your Honor, also, and I'm going to be requesting that the bonds be kept in place. I'm showing that Mr. Graham has an open possession of cocaine when he was arrested for this new offense.
Ah, all right. Well, Mr. Romero?
Judge, he's been here his whole life. He lives in Fort Lauderdale with his wife. His wife is on disability, so she can't afford to post monetary bond. He's currently looking for employment. There's no way nobody can afford to post his bond. So, Judge, he's asking if you would consider be releasing him on level 2 pretrial.
All right, you know what? This time I'm not going to do that. I'll leave the bonds in place, and they will set up a date for you very soon to see your division judge. All right. Good luck to you, sir. I hope everything works out.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Romero. It's great to see you. Let me go on to.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. See you soon. I'll go on to North Broward. Hi. How are you?
Hi.
Good. Who have you got there?
Chevalier, Danielle.
Chevalier. Okay, great. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good, yourself, Your Honor?
Doing well, thank you. All right, so Miss Chevalier. Okay, this is a possession of fentanyl and loitering and prowling. Any,
It's a second look, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm just checking to see.
Any reason for her not to go out on pretrial?
I'm checking to see if there's any issues here.
Do you have a mailing address somewhere that you can get mail or somewhere you're staying?
sir.
Good, good.
Yes, sir.
Good, good.
Yeah, it looks like the issue might have been. It looks like she just got off probation about 8 months ago for heroin and fentanyl.
All right. All right, ma'am, I'm going to let you out of jail, so I'll put you on standard pretrial release. You'll go and check in with the pretrial office in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow, and you'll do drug and alcohol screening with them and random testing, okay?
That's not an issue, Your Honor.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, good luck. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, now. That was Ms. Chevalier. Anyone else at North Broward?
Vidovic Nicole.
Nicole Villavec? Oh, I see. Is that a 30? That's a 30-day?
No, it's a second look. It's a second look on the theft.
Oh, yeah. What? Any issue with her going out?
The issue is she has an out-of-state hold.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Okay. So you've got a warrant that comes from another state.
Yes, Your Honor. The confusion with that is my probation officer was out of the office this last week, and he is going to be back in the office tomorrow. The treatment center that I am at, the owner and my therapist have been in contact with him.
Good.
They have spoken to him, and I'm willing to do anything to go back to treatment. I cannot get sent back home. The reason I came out here was to change my life. And if I get sent back home, I'm afraid that I might lose my life. I'm willing to do anything. If I can get out, I'm willing to transfer my papers out here, do anything to get out.
So
the problem is she said the magic word. She's on probation out of Wisconsin.
Right.
Pleading out to this theft would be a violation of her probation.
You know, I'm not going to let her. I'm not going to let her plead it out.
That's why
that would be awful.
And as the court's aware, she could be our word. She could be given $1 million bond. It's not going to make any difference as long as out-of-state holds in place.
Right. So hopefully, okay. Here's how it works with out-of-state cases. There's a docket that my colleague handles. They'll bring you same on the video. Are they bringing them on the video these days, or are they bringing them live?
I think they were, yeah.
Live, right? They brought here. Okay, you're going to come down to the courtroom and see the judge. You have certain rights about whether or not you want to consent to be brought back to that state. I don't know what state it is. Until Florida officially hears from that other state, they can't let you out on that hold. It has to be other state literally contacting Florida law enforcement saying, hey, we agree to let her out on that charge. I don't want to do anything on the petty theft case because that will affect the other charge. Hopefully she's set for extraditions tomorrow. They do it Tuesday and Thursday still, right?
I think
yes, she'll probably be scheduled. There's no guarantee, but I think.
Right, there's no guarantee, but hopefully they'll bring you down tomorrow to see. I don't know if Judge Malika's still away. I don't know who's covering.
It's going to be Judge Zeller.
Oh, good. Okay, great. You'll see Judge Zeller. And hopefully by tomorrow, the prosecutor will have heard from that state. What state is it?
It's Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, okay. Hopefully Wisconsin will have reached out, your probation officer will have reached out and let them know what they want to do. So,
Okay.
Judge,
I
I
just
did speak
have-
to your, go ahead, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
It's
I
okay.
just have one question.
Yeah.
My only question is there a limitation as to how long that they could wait to, if they were to extradite me?
yes, there is. Yes, there is. It's, they have 90 days to come get her, right?
If I can, that's all gonna be explained to her at
Yeah,
extradition.
yeah, you're gonna be, they're gonna give you all of your rights tomorrow. It's been a while since I did an extradition docket, but I believe it's
That's
90
why I don't wanna
days.
possibly misquote
Yeah.
something.
Tomorrow, when you're on extraditions, they're gonna explain all of your rights to you. They're gonna read them all to you, okay?
Okay, so I shouldn't find out.
Look, you can bond out, but even if you do pay the bond, you can't go anywhere because you're on that no bond hold from Wisconsin. So you,
Right.
Ma'am, here, if I could, Judge, if you don't mind.
please, Mike, please.
If you were to post bond or get out on this case, the thing is, you're not gonna get out of jail because they will not release you with that no bond hold. I didn't know that when I spoke to you earlier, that there was a no bond hold on you. The second thing is that if you do that, right now, you're entitled to get credit time served for every day you're sitting in there. But if you should post bond on that, technically you're out, ROR. It then becomes the discretion of the court. In other words, the judge can determine whether you do or don't get credit. Most of the judges give credit, but you don't want to find yourself in a position where you're in custody and you're not getting credit for the time you're doing on this new case. So I would not suggest you post bond for that reason. Wait to see what happens with that no bond hold. If you can post bond, if that no bond hold gets lifted, you can post bond right away. Okay?
Okay.
And then, Judge, just so you know that she has somebody here to speak to you on her behalf, but they also brought in a letter. The program apparently wants her to come back to the program. So really, the question at this point is getting around on the extradition case.
Exactly. Hi, how are you, sir? Good. What did you want to tell me?
I just brought a letter from the treatment center explaining how she was under our care and how we would be accepting her back into the program
Good.
if she were to be released. We weren't sure about the hold in Wisconsin. We weren't sure if you could contact them and let them know that she's in treatment.
We can call and I'll explain that to you in a
Yeah,
second.
yeah. What treatment center is it?
Serenity Ranch.
Good, okay. You know, if it was up to me, I'd put her there today. The problem is, you know, I'm a Florida judge. I have to listen to what the other judge in Wisconsin, they have jurisdiction over her because she's on probation there. So, and Mr. Forbera can talk to you a little bit more about it. If it was up to me, sure, I'd put her there today. And I'm glad that you're here. It's important that you're here telling me this. And you'll let Judge Zeller know tomorrow, you know, that this is what happened. But for now, I don't have the power to let you out of jail, unfortunately. All right?
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming in. Good luck to you, ma'am. Take care of yourself. All right, thank you. Anyone else there at the North Broward facility?
Mr. Honor, we have one last person.
Oh, great. Hi, sir. What's your name?
Mr. Medley.
Medley. Okay, great.
Eric Medley.
Eric Medley. Sure. Let's see here. All right, so let's see. You've been in for 6 days. The charge is resisting an officer without violence.
Oh, yeah, Your Honor, he has out-of-county hold, so I really don't have an objection to an ROR on the local charge.
Okay. So, sir, I'll release you on this charge, okay?
Okay.
All right, but you're not going to get out of jail because the other counties probably have a no bond hold on you and they'll be coming to transport you there.
And it's in all likelihood, there's gonna end up being a court date locally on this charge, so he's
Right,
gonna wanna
so we'll have to come back.
keep tabs on that. Well,
right.
or if he ends up getting released in Palm Beach County.
Right.
No, I mean, Osceola County.
Yeah, don't forget, this case isn't going away. I'm just releasing you on your recognizance, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Medley. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let me go over to Conti. All right.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. Peterman.
Peterman?
Yes.
All right.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Is this an ROR motion?
1 moment. Yes, it appears so.
And,
Have a seat.
do you know if he's eligible?
Checking that right now.
Yeah, no rush. Thank you. You won't be here tomorrow, Mr. Farback, right? All right,
I was just a short.
just to fill in. So maybe fill in, Brian, if you speak to him about that young woman.
Okay,
And Eric will be here.
no problem.
Good.
Sorry, Jim, I'm just trying to figure
No, it's
something
fine,
out.
it's fine, you're okay. They're just looking, sir, just, we'll give them a minute.
No problem, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it appears that information has not been filed.
All right, so sir, you're gonna be entitled to release on your recognizance in this case, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Take care of yourself.
So would I be getting out today, sir?
No, he's got holds on other charges.
Right, it sounds like you're being held on other cases, but on this case that we're talking about today, you'll be released. But I think you have other holds. All right?
what, sir?
Say again?
Other holes on what?
His additional charges.
Yeah, you've got some other charges that are holding you up. So we're just talking about this case.
He's got a total of just under $15,000 worth of bonds on other charges.
All right, so you can bond out on those cases if you're able, but you won't be released on them, I'm afraid. All right, but you will be released in case number 18-00561 CF10A. Good luck, sir. I hope everything works out.
I don't understand. You saying that you ROR me on which case?
On
On the 18?
18-5651. But you do have other cases with other charges, and I'm not addressing those cases today. Yes.
Boss, man.
Oh, okay. All right. Looks like they're going to bring you up for some more charges tomorrow as well to magistrates. It'll be Judge Zeller. All right. Good luck, sir. Hope everything works out. Thank you. All right. Who have we got next in the Conti facility?
Jose Gonzalez.
Jose Gonzalez. Very good. Good morning.
This is a second look on a violation of injunction order stalking, cyber stalking.
Okay.
Based on the nature of the offense, Your Honor, I'm going to ask that he was given a $500 bond. I'm going to ask that this matter, if any further modifications be heard in front of Judge Diaz so that the victim can receive notification to be present.
Okay. Let's do that, but let's get him a date in front of Diaz soon, because he's been in for 10 days.
He was, Your Honor, when he was arrested, there was a capias on another injunction involving the same alleged victim. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sir. I'm gonna let you go and see Judge Diaz. Okay. I'm gonna keep the bond in place as it is for today.
Sir, I
Yeah.
got 42 days already. Plus 10 days is 50 days. Can you let me go in time, sir?
42. He's been in for 42
Your Honor,
days.
what happened was, and he's got the public defender on all these cases. The older case got brought up in front of Judge Diaz. It looks like that got pled out. This case still exists. He has the public defender. I'm just asking. It's only in this division because pursuant to administrative order, it's eligible. But based on the nature of the offense, I just think.
All right. I'll let it go to Judge Diaz, sir. You'll see him very soon. Okay. Good luck to you. Good luck. Anyone else in Conti? Mr. Lewis. Sure. Marvin Lewis.
This is a second one.
There's something else holding him before?
That's what I'm checking to see what's going on here. Yes, he has a violation of parole on an aggravated battery.
Oh, and that's a no bond. No, he's still being held no bond on that.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, whatever the court wants to do, whatever Mr. Farber wants to do is fine with me. Whether it's even RORing him, I mean, he's not going to go anywhere because the parole board's still gonna have to have their hearing, but.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your situation is with parole, but at this point, I would tell you it's probably in your best interest not to resolve the case today, or to do anything, because they could use that as part of the violation against your parole.
All right, I think your lawyer's giving you some very good advice, sir. I'm going to leave everything in place and not touch it until and you'll see the parole board very soon. All right, good luck to you, sir. Take care. God bless. All right.
Got John Lundy.
Lundy. I don't see him on the docket.
I'll check real quick.
Okay, thanks. Oh, you do? Okay, is it a second look or a 30-day?
Your Honor, I just want to check what's going on, because sometimes, okay,
Thank you. Start a little game here. Back and forth.
well, no, this is. John Douglas Lundy?
Is that your name, sir? John Douglas Lundy?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I have no idea why this is here. Is it on a motion to release?
Yes, sir. It's on the 30 days.
Oh, I didn't have it on the felony docket. We filed the charge, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So, yeah. But, sir, that motion is going to be denied today. They did file their information, so you'll see the division judge very soon. All right?
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
And our last gentleman is Hermogene on the 30 day.
Hermogene, okay, him I do have on the docket.
And, Your Honor, I spoke with Assistant State Attorney Sheila Liu on this case. She is the assigned case filer. The state has not filed any information at this time, and Ms. Liu has not provided me with any requests or any information to seek an extension, a good cause extension.
Okay.
So he's entitled to release. The only thing I would ask the court to remind him is there was a no contact order issued, no victim contact order issued, and I don't believe the court's ROR impacts that release condition.
Right. All right, so, sir, you're going to be released today. You're his relatives? All right, he's going to be released today on these charges. Sir, the case is not going away, and the no contact order is not going away, so you must still listen to that, okay?
Yep.
Quick question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
No contact regarding home.
It's the victim's initials are DA. Your Honor, frankly, because of the nature of the offense, the public defender's office has the information. I believe they were given. Hey, it's Eric. Hold on a second. We're given the reports originally, and if he wants a full name, he's been appointed the public defender. He can contact his public defender and receive that information. I just asked that it not be, or I can even provide it to Mr. Barbaric. I'm just asking that it not be broadcast over.
All right, just give it to Mr. Farbaric so that he can contact the gentleman. All right, your public defender will give you a call. Okay, sir.
All right, thank you, Your
All right,
Honor.
all right. Good luck to you, sir. All right.
That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, let me go
Nice seeing
over.
you.
Great to see you. Let me go over to Paul Ryan. All right. Whatever order you would like. Whoever's ready first.
Okay, so we have Haley Ball.
All right, come on up, Miss Ball.
How are you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing very well, ma'am. Let's see here. Is this also a 30-day?
Yes.
It's the same situation. Your
Same situation. Okay. All right. So, ma'am, you're going to be released on your own recognizance. At this time, the case isn't going away, and the no contact order remains in place. Okay. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, Miss Ball. Take care of yourself. All right.
Thank you.
You got it. Take care, folks. All right.
The next one is going to be Leah Muth.
Okay. I see. Here we go. Leah Muth.
This is
Second look.
a second one. The issue is, and Nancy, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Judge Solomon ordered her, or Judge, I think it was Judge Canner, ordered her pre-trial pending verification, and I'm guessing they haven't been able to verify it just yet.
Okay. What's you have phone numbers and all the information that you need? Sure. Who were you going to be staying with, Miss Smoot?
To be honest with you, I am homeless.
Okay.
I kind of stay here and there, but I do have a mailing address.
What were so they were going to verify the mailing address?
I spoke with her mother. She stated that she doesn't have a stable residence.
Right.
Not live with her. So.
Right.
Sometimes what we do, and you saw it with the gentleman we had earlier with the violation of pretrial, is what Judge Mollick would take into consideration, especially in these drug type situations, is sending them to a recovery center.
Yeah.
With a monitor. Usually Brian would make, see if he can, if there's any openings. So this might be a situation. Frankly, I'm not confident in her ability to just, check her mail and be compliant with everything.
Would you go to a treatment center if the public defender's office could maybe try to get you into one?
I would.
I was thinking maybe putting it back on second look like tomorrow.
Tomorrow might not be enough time, especially Brian's not here. Usually Brian asks for a couple days.
The only good thing about tomorrow, though, is you have Judge Zeller here, and she's got like an alphabetical knowledge of all the treatment centers.
All right,
So.
if we have to reset it again past tomorrow, we can do that.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Because I know of a few places, but yeah, I'm gonna have you come back tomorrow. I'll have them bring you back up tomorrow to see Judge Zeller, and maybe get a message to Brian if you can. And we'll see if we can find you a treatment center that the court can put you in. That'll be better than jail. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you got it, Leah. Tomorrow we'll see Judge Zeller tomorrow. All right. Who else have we got? Paul Ryan.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. All right, thank you. There were a few others on the docket.
Teague bonded and
Steve bonded.
Hawkins is the last one I see on the docket.
Where's she supposed to be?
Let me check.
Probably scared her when you said her name.
It was filed, yeah, that got
She's
filed.
at North. I mean, we've been resetting her a bunch. There's been issues. This is another situation where Brian was looking into getting her into
A treatment facility. All right, let's reset it again, and maybe Brian will have some information tomorrow. They didn't bring her, obviously, so. All right. That's Regina Hawkins. Let's put her on tomorrow. What else have you got? Dennis?
That was deleted this morning. That was Mr. Jones' case.
Oh, yeah, that was Mr. Jellen's case, right? And what was the other one you had?
I think that's.
We did her, Soraya Taib. Didn't we do her?
She bonded.
She bonded, that's right, she bonded out. All right, thank you so much, everybody. It's a pleasure. See you again soon.